Welcome to State of Prime. It's time to prime the mind, body, and spirit so that you can always stay in a state of prime. Let's get primed.
Welcome back to State of Prime, guys. Welcome. Today, I wanted to share a thought around opportunities, and specifically, guys, anyone who's a parent, any parents out there who have children, I'm sure that there's so much that comes up that you have to face. There's things that your parents taught you and that maybe that you teach your children, and you have to come face to face with some of these subtleties, these thought patterns, these habits that have just maybe gone under the radar. And specifically in this scenario, what I'm referencing is with my children, and what I've learned is it's opportunities. It's opportunities to really learn, but also it's in those moments, it's you delude yourself into thinking that, oh, you know what, yay, today they've done this. And that for me, like, it's more like a, not a mind hack, but something I'm learning to implement. And it's simply looking at things as opportunity. Now, in the moment, you might not feel it. No. You might not feel it. You might have already been triggered, and the ball is already rolling down the hill. So you can't push a rolling ball that's going down the hill back up. You have to simply let it take its course. But what you can do is learn from it. And so next time the ball doesn't even roll down the hill. There's no momentum of stress and triggers that happens. Instead, you build your awareness to where you can see what it happens before, or what before it happens, before it even starts moving. There's this little insight that one of my sons showed me. We was talking, and he was having a moment. He was frustrated, and when we was talking, he said that when his frustration is in his toes, it's okay. But when it builds up and it gets to his legs or his chest or his head, it can be too much. And so from talking to him now, I reference that point when talking to him to help bring awareness to what he's feeling. But specifically in this scenario, how we can use it is the ball going down the hill and the stress going up your body. You don't want to try and stop it. You just want to bring awareness to it. And with children in this scenario, since this is the point we're talking about today to help us stay primed, once you continue to learn how to see things as opportunities, they're less triggering. Like for me, maybe it's okay. Every single morning, the children, there's they wake up, there's a little dysfunction, they're running all around. Maybe there's some work for me there to work on structure. Maybe putting some things in place instead of pointing the finger. It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to see where things could be not better, but I guess reorganized. But if you're always pointing the finger, you're not going to see the growth that could take place there. So to conclude today's episode, guys, let's bring it all the way back home to what is your opportunity? Are you giving this opportunity to someone else? The gift that could be growing you? Is there someone around you, your family, your children, whoever, maybe family, that is pushing your buttons? If so, there's an opportunity there for you. There's opportunity not for you to discredit what you're feeling. Absolutely not. And it's not about deluding yourself. It's not about faking. It's none of that. It's instead looking into yourself, what's triggering it, and what can you do to adjust. Like, it's really that, like, I can't give you any specifics because you have to evaluate what it is for you. You got to evaluate what it is, like the trigger, the feeling, the thoughts. Like, you got to dive into it. It's no other way. You just have to dive into it. But when you do, though, then you can start to embed certain perspectives that become automatic when you're in these moments, so that you can see like, okay, this is the opportunity, or whatever the scenario is, instead of the habitual thought patterns such as, why are they doing this, etc., etc., the debilitating thoughts that leave you powerlessness. You don't want those. And if you do, it's only going to keep you in the hole. So, to conclude, guys, what is your opportunity? What is it? It's waiting.